Hi learners! Today we're going to learn about the auxiliary verb do. Do is used in all those negative and interrogative sentences in simple present that do not have the verb to be as the main verb. That is to say, in sentences like John is my son or the students are at school, we will never use do to transform them into negative or a question, because in these cases you just need to add not. John is not my son, or place the verb to be before the subject. Are the students at school? The auxiliary verb do is used in negative and interrogative sentences in the simple present tense, but not in affirmative. Let's see how do works. Do you speak English? In this case, we have an interrogative sentence without the verb to be. That is why we use the auxiliary verb do. Always in interrogative sentences, we place the verb do before the subject. A possible answer for this question is yes, I do. We use do referring to the auxiliary verb used in the question. In the case of a negative answer, we say no, I don't. Do not can be contracted to don't. Let's take another example. Where do you speak English? In this case, we added a WH question word to our question. This is the way we form an open question. Always to answer an open question is necessary to provide a complete sentence. A possible answer is I speak English in the English lesson. In this sentence, we do not need to have the auxiliary verb do because it is an affirmative sentence. We will use the auxiliary verb do with the pronouns I, you, we, and they. In the case of a third person singular, he, she, it, we use the auxiliary verb does in the same way we use the auxiliary verb do. So, instead of do you, we say does he or does she. Does she speak English? Yes, she does. Notice the form of the verb speak. In affirmative sentences, we normally add an S at the end of a verb. For example, she speaks English. But in the interrogative sentence, does she speak English? Speak does not end with an S. Why? Because we already have the conjugation in does. Therefore, it is not necessary to have it in the main verb.